Ever imagine the satisfaction of giving your cabinets a fresh, lustrous coat of lacquer paint? Transforming those dull, lifeless cabinets into shiny, vibrant furniture pieces might seem daunting, but with the right guidance, it can be an enjoyable DIY project. Before diving into the process, it's essential to gather the necessary materials. You'll need a high-quality lacquer paint, a primer, some sandpaper, a good quality brush or a spray gun, and a clean cloth. Don't forget to don your safety gear, gloves, goggles, and a face mask. Now the first step is to remove the cabinet doors and hardware. Unscrew the hinges and handles and put them safely aside. This ensures a clean, unobstructed surface to work on and also protects your hardware from accidental paint splatters. Next up is cleaning and sanding. Years of grime and grease can hinder the paint from adhering properly. Use a mild detergent to wipe down the cabinets thoroughly, then let them dry. Once dry, sand the surfaces lightly using fine grit sandpaper. It helps to create a rough surface for the primer to stick to. Wipe away the dust with a clean cloth before moving on to the next step. The third step is priming. A good primer can make all the difference when it comes to the finish of your cabinets. It provides a smooth base for the lacquer paint to adhere to, ensuring a flawless, long-lasting finish. Apply the primer evenly using a brush or spray gun, then let it dry completely. Once the primer has dried, it's time to paint. Apply the lacquer paint using smooth, even strokes or a spray gun for a seamless finish. Remember, lacquer paint dries quickly, so work swiftly yet carefully. After the first coat dries, assess the cabinets. If the coverage looks uneven or thin, apply a second coat. It's better to apply several thin coats rather than one heavy one for a smoother, more professional look. Finally, after the last coat of paint has completely dried, reattach the hardware and hang the cabinet doors back in place. Voila! You now have beautifully lacquered cabinets that shine with a fresh new look. To recap, the journey to lacquered cabinet perfection involves several key steps. First, gather your materials and remove the cabinet doors and hardware. Then, clean and sand the cabinets before applying a primer. After the primer dries, paint the cabinets with your chosen lacquer paint. If necessary, apply a second coat. Once everything is dry, reattach the hardware and doors. With patience and a bit of effort, you can transform your cabinets and give them a fresh new life with lacquer paint. Happy DIYing!